Hello folks, this is Acrillies and today I am doing something a little different. I am playing Might and Magic Legacy. Now it has been officially released. It's no longer the early alpha version, I guess you would call it. And I never did buy the pre-release version because it had a lot of bugs in it from what I've read and everything, so I didn't want to try it out. So this is my first time playing. You're going to see exactly what I see. The only thing I've done so far is adjust a few of the sound effects and graphics and all that. And I may have to, fine tune them. Now, one thing that I really like about this game is that it's old school. I am 45 years old, and back when I was playing, computer games back on Pentiums and Amiga 500, these were the kind of games that were top of the line. Of course, now it has kind of updated graphics and all that. I bought the deluxe edition off of Steam, and it came with the old Might and Magic 6. I hadn't played that yet, on recently, and so I'm gonna give it a try and see how it goes. Now, if you're expecting a game like Skyrim and all that, this game is not it. Control, movement, and everything is totally old school. Combat is kind of a mix between turn-based and action related. Now, I will warn you that one thing that you will not like about this game, or I don't like about it, is that when I started to play, it made me create a Uplay account. Okay, I bought it on Steam. Why do I have to have another account just to play this damn game? I mean, come on, how many accounts do we have to have? For Battlefield we have the Origin. Steam we have Steam games. Now we have to have a Uplay game to play a Steam game. This is bullshit. Anyway, that's enough of my raging. Let's go in. Let's see what extras are first. Bonus content, mods. Okay. Apparently, some people can redeem stuff. Okay, how do you turn a page? Okay. I don't know if I have that to redeem or not. I'll have to find that out later. Okay, I haven't made it, downloaded any mods, so there's not any. Let's go back and let's start a new game. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to do the warrior mode yet because I have never played this game. So I'm going to check adventurer and we'll do it like that. Now I want to do a manual creation because I like to customize my party. Okay, we have 4 party members. Let's see what the racial bonuses and negative, if anything. Alright, humans have a natural 10 air damage resistance and 4 free skill points. Okay. Elf gives you a natural 10 earth damage resistance and 5 bonus to their evade. Sounds like that'd be a good rogue. A dwarf has a natural 10 fire damage and 1 extra health per point of vitality. Well, that's definitely going to be my warrior class, I believe. Alright, orc. Now, critical damage is dealt increased by 20% and have a chance to 20% chance to avoid conditions. So that puts me in a dilemma here. I think I want my fighter to be, you know, be an all-out tough bastard. So I'm going to check the orc for fighter. Okay, we'll do continue. Now we have barbarian, hunter, and shaman. A barbarian gets a blood rage. He deals 1% more damage and 1% more health. Okay, hunter gets sets up a trap on the party's position, blah blah blah, and a harpoon. He can thrust his melee weapon within a range of 4. Alright, Shaman has blood magic. Okay. Before we create this, let's go back. See the dwarf. And let's see what he can be. He can be a defender, a scout, or a rune priest. Okay. He gets shield wall. The amount of remaining block attempts of the shield guard for the remainder of the turn is decreased by blah blah blah. Pathfinder, we really don't want to dwarf you know, hunter, but that kind of looks, pretty good. Or he could be a priest. Now that was my second option I was thinking about is making the dwarf a priest. Let's see what the elf can do. Could be a druid, okay, a ranger, which is probably what I'll do, and a blade dancer. That looks pretty interesting. Okay, let's see what a human can do. Okay, he can be a paladin, a mercenary, or a mage. So I already know my I'm gonna have a human mage. I always have a mage and I always have a cleric. So really, I just have to select my other two fighter class, and I am gonna start out with the orc. I am gonna make him a barbarian. Doesn't really give you many faces to choose from. I like that one. What shall we name him? Guo? No, I don't think so. Let's go something like Butcher. There we go. Now they only give you two choices for voices. See what that sounds like.
Choose me.
Okay.
Better chances that way.
All right.
You
I'm gonna
choose
put
me.
cynical because he's an orc. Don't really want him heroic. Okay, I get to select two skills. We're not gonna mess with any magic there. He already has the mace, I believe. He already has no. Let's see what happens there. Okay. So let's look at this. These are just his weapons. Dual wield, two-handed, warfare, armor, heavy armor, which you have to get this first, endurance, and dodge. Okay, I'm going to select the armor because I want him to be able to wear any armor without penalty. And I don't really want him to be any kind of, discipline. But however, I do want him to be able to have a range attack. I wonder if I could take off the mace. No, it can't. It's got to be. So I want him to have a range attack. So I'm going to give him a bow. Now I may later in the game find out that I totally screwed that up. But you know my thinking is let's attack at range as long as we can. And when we get to melee, he swaps over to his mace, and we go to town. All right. So let's see what these do. Might is melee damage. Magic, of course, is magic. Perception, range damage. So I might want to give him a point or two in that. I have 5 points to distribute. Destiny, critical hit. So we're definitely going to increase that. It also has an evade value. Vitality, health. So mana we don't want. So let's give him a might. Let's give him perception. Destiny. Vitality. Now we have one more point. I am going to give him another vitality. Okay. Next character. Okay, now I want to choose some type of secondary melee character. So let's go with this. Now I'm going to have this guy be a priest. Did I have anybody else that could be a priest? A druid? Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, that may be one of my secondary. I really want a pure cleric. But that crusader looks pretty damn good. Okay. But I chose the wrong one. There we go. Alright, so we're going to make a priest. And the females don't look that great. Let's make him look pretty mean. Now dwarves are pretty heroic. Let's see what they sound like. Oh, that sounds awful.
Choose me!
Oh,
Not
kind of a
choosing
little
me
Scottish
would
voice
be a
there.
mistake.
Alright, we're going to go with cynical.
Choose me!
Okay. Now he starts off with a spear and a crossbow. Oh no, he doesn't have a crossbow. Okay, so he can attack like a range of I think 4 was that? What I'm looking for here is healing. Here we go. We're definitely going to select that. Okay, he can also snare and everything, but I think I'm going to leave that. Let's see some of the other things here. Now I do want my cleric to be able to have ranged weapons too. They don't give you enough points here. I also want him to be able to wear armor. Why he has fire, I don't know. Okay, so he's got quite a bit of range already. So let's go with the armor, and we'll hit continue. Okay, it looks like his main 2 focuses are spirit and magic. We have 5 points, so we're definitely going to put another in each of those, a vitality. Don't really care about the crits right now. He's not using any ranged weapons right now. I'll give him a point in evade just to make it a little bit stronger. And we'll give him a little more health. Okay. Alright, now we're going to choose our elf. Alright, a blade dancer. I was hoping they had a thief, but I don't see one. A ranger would be nice. Now creating an all magic party or mostly magic party might make them weak. So I'm stuck between ranger and blade dancer. I think I will go with the ranger. just realized I did not name my dwarf. Oh well, too late now. Let's do a female. I like that one. Okay. What kind of names are these? Let's give her something else, like Katara. I like that. Alright, we're going to go with heroic on that one. Okay, so she already has a melee and a range, so we're not gonna mess with that. I wouldn't mind giving her some earth magic to snare. Hmm. Wouldn't mind having dodge on it. Let's try a dodge and an earth magic. Attributes. Okay, we definitely want her perception up, her destiny, a vitality. Um, I could give her one in each of these. Let's do that. Okay, now we're going to our mage, my favorite one. Definitely going mage. Alright, we're going to do this one. My favorite mage.
Choose me. Choose somebody else. Lose. See if I care.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay, now we're not going to do any of his melee weapons right now. Okay, I am going to put a point in fire, a point in water, a point in air, and a point in dark. We're going to be a just straight magic user. We'll give him 2 points there. We want him to be able to crit. 2 points there. And we want to give him some mana. Alright, let's see. Let's take away a crit and put 1 in the health there. Alright, we are ready to go. So we have a ranger and a mage for range. This guy has a little bit of range, and this guy has range in melee. Let's see how it goes.
What is the meaning of a dream? Only Asher knows. Are they omens warning us of future tragedies? Distant memories dying?
Yeah, I'm skipping the cutscenes. I'm not much on watching them. Okay.
Do not let the name Raiders fool you. They were not mere brigands or adventurers only interested in glory and gold. They believed in a higher calling, an ideal of honor and courage. These values were the legacy of their mentor, Owen, a raider himself, and a veteran of the Battle of Hammer Fall. In a way, it was also their mentor who had led them to the Aegean Peninsula. He had been a son of Carthal, and before his tragic death, he had asked his students to bring back his ashes to the city of his birth, to be buried next to his ancestors. To honor their master's wish, they boarded the first ship willing to take them to the west. As they disembarked in the small, peaceful harbour of Sorpical by the sea, they could not suspect how far this journey was going to take them.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we have our first quest. Bring orange ashes to the chapel of Carzal. So let's figure out how to play this game. We got 200 gold. We have 6 rests. There's supplies you have to buy in order to rest. Let's open the inventory. Okay. Looks like he has healing potions. We're right here. And mana potions, which he don't need. So we will give this to the mage. If we can figure out how to do it. It doesn't let you drag them. What the hell? Okay, we'll figure it out later. So, he starts off with a mace. Nothing too noteworthy. There's his stats. So how do you drag equipment? Surely you could give them to somebody else. Okay, so they all just start off with pretty much nothing. But why can you not give potions to somebody else? Oh well, let's not dwell on it. Open the spell book. Okay. He has passive abilities. His actions. He has nothing. Try his skills. This is where we can upgrade later on. Okay. Let's go to him. It looks like everything is in place already for us. See what kind of spells he's got. Primordial, fire. Okay. Entangle. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's all she has. Our mage. Now we have a bunch. Gust of wind. It looks like it's on number 6. Sundering. It is selected. Firebolt. Ice bolt. Gust of wind. Shadow cloak. See what that does. That could be useful. Alright, let's close this out. There's our world map. Shows us a little bit there. I don't know if you can make doesn't look like you can make notes on it. An area map. Okay. I believe you could probably rest here. Close out the map and see. Can't do anything. Alright. Alright, now we see everything. You can take the mouse and you can look around. Very nice looking game for an older style. You can sidestep. You can look around with Q and E too, but I mean, who wants to do that when you got the mouse?
Ah, new faces. Very good. I suppose you arrived with the morning tide, with that boat from the east. Welcome to Sopagal by the sea. You're raiders, are you not?
Now, normally I would skip all this stuff,
Adventurers?
but for the purpose of this, I'm gonna go to them until I get tired of them.
Oh, I guess the news of the current situation hasn't reached the rest of the world yet. Nobody's going in or
All right.
out of Carthal, my friends. I know from a well-informed source that rebels have taken over the...
I'm
All right,
sure
here's
someone
another
in
quest.
this town has
We
need
can
of
look for
raiders.
work. I'm gonna accept it.
I hope your services will be worth the price you're asking.
We're gonna leave the hints on for now. It seems the movement's a little bit limited. I don't know how you talk to people. I want to look at something real quick. It doesn't appear that you can check out the inventory of the NPCs.
By
I
the
wonder if you can
dragons,
break stuff like
this
barrels.
place is so dull.
Forgive me for the slow going here. I'm trying to figure out the game for a minute. Oh, you can open them. Haha, do we want to drink the liquid? Sure. Ah, one resistance against magic.
Yes!
Let's try that with this one. Okay, this one has no options. Very limited movement here. Okay. That yielded nothing. I really hope they make an option to add notes. Because how are you going to find your way around the town without notes?
Yes! More glory!
Okay. So our NPC said if I want to visit Maximus, he's going to leave. So not going to do it yet. I'm going to continue this tour. And, sure, what's this guy lit up for? Okay, I see. Here's one thing I want to do real quick. I want to see who has the highest I was wanting to see who has the highest like character, you know, charisma or whatever. I don't remember what it was. Maybe perception or destiny. All right, so we're gonna walk around with our ranger selected. Maybe they get a better like dialogue. I will turn those off later. Okay, here's another scout we can hire. Might be handy later. They don't have an exit button. You have to hit escape. All right, here's a inn. Now here's where you can buy. Here's where you can buy the equipment needed for resting, and we'll see what else. Okay, you can only have 6, so we can't buy any of that. Let's see. Nobody's skilled enough to get training. Okay, let's do a gossip on the king. Now these games are notorious for, you know, you have to talk to everybody and try to, you know, come across a quest, or at least hint for a quest.